Check one, check two, check three. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Thrill Nation Autosports. My name is Ricky Titus Rubberburn, and I am your commentator tonight. Folks, we are here for the finale race of the truck season. And whilst it looks like Preds has the championship locked up, we still have a team championship and other points battles happening up and down the standings to sort out tonight. We want to thank you all for being here tonight with us. We want to thank you all for joining us all season. And if this is your first Thrill Nation Autosports race, we want to welcome you on and say, "What's up, Ricky?" in the chat. Let us know that you're here. We are getting ready to go racing. The field has qualified. They are currently in the lobby waiting for the race to start. It's looking as if Predzauer championship lock is on the pole. And we are in for quite the race here at Homestead, Miami. Now, old Ricky has spent a good amount of time down in Miami. He's done some things. He's been kicked out of some places. He's been let into some places. Folks, Ricky's lived a wild life, and let me tell you, Miami is just the start of it. I remember back in the late 1990s, I used to come down here in a bright white Corvette in my bright white suit to pick up some of the sexy ladies. That's right. What do you mean, Don? Of course I picked up lots of women. You weren't even there, Don. Oh, haberdashery, get out of here. All right, folks, we won't listen to Don, our producer. What is going on, Woolly Night Owl? We are happy to have you. It looks like the field is getting ready to get set, so we are going to join them. Now, folks, the green flag may have dropped by the time old Ricky and you get on into the race, but that's all right. Ricky's going to catch up nice and quick. We are just waiting to join it. Old Ricky seems to be locked out. Now, this does remind me of one time in Miami. Old Ricky got locked out of a woman's house, a woman's hotel room. Now, I'm not going to say if he was invited in or not, but this did happen. We're going to have you stand by, folks, as old Ricky gets us into the track. Folks, we are back and we are loading on into the race. They are coming off of a caution lap in stage one. There was a big caution. Got the vid was gotten into. There was a few other drivers gotten into. It looks like they're going back under green now, so we will be joining them as they come back from the caution. Folks, we want to thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. We want to give a big shout out to MSU fan in the chat, 517. Thank you for joining us tonight. He's rooting on Undulant Olive. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could tell me what undulant means in the chat, Ricky will pretty much just be impressed. That's it. We don't have much here. Looks like we've got another caution, so we will be joining under a caution. We are with race leader Preds. Now again, we are under caution, so we will line up double file to go back racing green. Let's take a look for Undulant Olive. Here he is. We'll ride along with him for the restart of this race. As we wait for the drivers to pit, and we are lined back up and ready to go green. Old Ricky waves the flag, folks, and we are racing here in Miami. Let's get back to Undulant Olive here. And watch him scrub it out towards the back of the pack. Looks like old PD underneath him. We've got a huge wreck in the back of the field, folks. Folks, we are back under caution. We are going to see what is going on a little bit more up the field. As we ride along with Radiohead, looks like he got some damage there. Bump and run. Waffle wins. Oh, Petey. NASCAR fan. Lucifer Burke. Undercover Bully. BDC Brazy. And we will ride along with our leader, the Ford truck that appears to be Bump and Run. Now, big news today here at Thrill Nation Autosports was that Bump and Run will be leaving Sloth Racing at the end of the season to join the rival team of 99XX Motorsports. This is huge news, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we've got somebody in the chat as a Sloth fan. We are sorry for you. Back to the racing as we head into turns 3 and 4. Bump and Run leading the field, 3-4 wide towards the back of the pack. They don't care. It's the last race of the season. Points are up for grabs, and we've got to get them all. Whether it's stage 1, stage 2, or going for the race win, we are going to see some thrilling action tonight. Folks, we want to give a quick shout out to our biggest sponsor. That's right, folks. You know it well. You love it well. It's milk. That's right, folks. Everybody's favorite summer treat, a big old glass of ice cold milk. If you don't have a glass of milk right now, I want you to say, self, what the hell am I doing? Go get yourself a glass, dummy. Milk did not approve that message. But old Ricky does. We've got them 3-4 wide in the back of the pack still. They're getting into each other. They're getting into the wall. As we take a look further back the pack, looks like BDC Brazy was caught up in that. 99XX Racer as well. We jump back towards the middle of the pack with Undercover Bully. Folks, again, this is the season finale. Preds does look to have run away with the championship this year, but so much is up for grabs. The team championship, overall point championships, the possibility to move up a division, the possibility to move up 2 divisions to the Cup Series. How will it all unfold? We will find out. We are on lap 23 of 30 in the first stage, folks, as these drivers are seeming to calm down just a bit, settle into their roles. Will we see the racing unfold? Now we've got the 40 diving under the 99. He's pushing nicely into the corner. Nice pack of racing going on here between these cars. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars battling out. That's 7 cars, folks. Oh, Ricky, he doesn't count too well after a few gin rummies, and he sure is sipping on one right now, folks. That's right. If you don't know by now, old Ricky's favorite drink is the gin rummy. That's a half a glass of gin and a half a glass of gin. Whoa, Ricky was thinking about some old Miami moments for a second there. Half a glass of gin and half a glass of rum, and that is a gin rummy, folks. Woo. Oh, Ricky's spilling secrets. Back to the racing, folks. Oh, we got the 2 truck around Captain Cushy. Backwards, we've got another truck into him. That looked like it was under. Oh, it was not Angelino. It was somebody else. It looks like the green flag is still out. We are going to remain green. It looks like we've got another car back there. I am okay, MSU fan. Thank you for asking. We appreciate it. Folks, at the end of this stage, Ricky's got a surprise for you all, so stay tuned. We will try to get back to the front of the pack here. You know what? Let's ride along with JP NASCAR, folks. And also in the back of the pack here, JP, consummate professional. Week in and week out, trying his best. We love to see it. We love to have him. As him and another truck racing out. As we come back up to the front of the pack, we've got Perez racing along. Bump and run. First and second. Big props to Captain Cushy. Terrible to see it happen. You hate to see the caution flag not waved, but you want to know what? We do have a pretty strict rule here at TNA. If we don't believe we see a driver on the track ejected from their car or truck, we don't like to throw a caution flag, unfortunately. So sometimes it happens. Most of the time, it does not. We follow along with the leaders on the last few laps there. Lap 28 of 30 in the first stage, coming to lap 29. These two have pulled quite a distance away from the rest of the pack. We're talking 20, 30, 40, 50, 77, 200 truck lengths. As they come around to the start-finish line, it looks like Pred's slightly ahead. This is the last lap of the stage, folks. Or you might be wrong. Who knows? We're just here for the fun, aren't we, folks? We're here for the thrilling action. We don't care when it stops. We don't care when it starts. We are just here for it. This is the last lap, folks. And it looks like it's going to be Perez over bump and run in the first stage. As we look back on the field, we see absolutely nothing. Let's take a look at one of the streams and get you guys a running order. All right, it looks like it was news for MSU fan Underland Olive finished 4th in that stage. It looked like it was Preds. Then bump and run. All right, folks, we are back for the beginning of the second stage. And once again, we will ride along with Underland Olive. He lost a few positions there, pitting off to the stage, but that's already still right there in the middle of the pack. Oh, we've got a claim for Olive lagging. City 18. These could be unfounded. We will have to look into this. Investigations will proceed after the race. As we follow along with Wild Ride in 4th place. Folks, old Ricky promised a surprise. We've got a surprise. That's right. We're doing our mystery free t-shirt giveaway. That's right. At the beginning of the race, old Ricky picked 2 names out of a hat, and everybody here in the crowd, online, at home, watching the race, whose names that old Ricky picked will get a free Thrill Nation Autosports logo t-shirt. And the 2 names that old Ricky picked were Angela and Don. All right then, folks. So if your names are Angela and Don and you're out there watching some thrilling Thrill Nation Autosports action, please let old Ricky know and we will get you to your t-shirt. You can claim any size and we will get you your t-shirt. That's right, all the Angelas and all the Dons. See us for your free t-shirt. We've got a Don in the chat, MSU fan. I hope you're not lying to us, because if so, you've got a free logo t-shirt coming your way. We will get in touch with you, Don. Back to the racing action. Wild Ride leading OP right here in a good battle for what appears to be 3rd place as Bump and Run and Preds begin to separate from the field once again. So we will focus a little further back. We will follow along with league founder Got the Vid as he scraps it out towards the back of the pack with the 17 truck. Folks, we also want to give a big shout out to another one of our sponsors and good friends of ours, A&D Collision, out there in Hazlet, Michigan. That's right, folks. Anytime old Ricky gets into a little fender bender where he can't exactly claim it on his insurance or talk to the law, he brings it on down to A&D Collision. You might be wondering what A&D stands for, folks. It stands for always doing the Lord's work on your broken car. A&D Collision, folks, down in Hazlet, Michigan. If you need your body work done, head on down. I heard you might get 0.5% off if you bring a nice cold glass of milk with you when you bring your car in to get fixed. Back to the racing, folks. We follow along with Got the Vid 19. MSU fan claims that A&D Collision does good work. I heard that he has brought his car there a few times for a few things he can't mention either. Isn't that right, MSU fan? We won't say it out loud. Don't worry about it, buddy. My man Don. You remember hanging out with old Ricky back in the day. We've got a car up into the wall. Back to the race. Oh, we've got a car down underneath the apron. As we follow along with JP NASCAR, that truck is going to have to come back up onto the track, hopefully safely. We will take a look here. It appears that it did. Back to the front. Fred's still racing it out, and it looks like the field has closed up a little bit. For a moment there, they were pulling away. Bump and Run seems to have fallen to 3rd place, and we've now got teammates Preds and OPD in 1st and 2nd place. Now, they have worked together very well this season, and they have finished 1st and 2nd in a few races, leading 99XX to a very good team points lead. We will see if that will continue tonight. We've got one truck up in the wall. Looks like he will keep it clean. And he does. Folks, we're also going to be doing a Ricky Rubberburn meet and greet next year. That's right. If you want to meet Ricky and have a good old gin rummy with him, you must be 21 plus years of age or older to enter. And you can enter on our website as soon as it comes off of construction. It's been under construction for quite some time, folks, but I do think they will figure it out eventually. It could have something to do with the fact that we have no money. I have to wave the flags. I have to fill the tires up with air during the middle of the race. I do tech inspection at the end. Honest to God, I'm keeping this whole goddamn fucking place together. I don't know what to do. Oh, we're still on? I thought we went to commercial. Sorry. But hey, folks, and back to the action as we follow along with the leaders, Treads and OP. We will siphon back a little bit and check out what is happening back in the middle of the field. We follow along with Waffle Wins. Now, there was big news earlier today that Bump and Run would be leaving Sloth Racing to join 99XX. It turns out that Waffle Wins, also in a stunning turn of events, will be leaving his own team to also race with 99XX. Folks, right now, in the point standings for the Truck Series, we have Treads in first place, Petey in second, Bump in third, and Waffle in fourth. That means the top 4 drivers in the point standing for the Truck Series now all race for 99XX Motorsports. This is huge acquisitions by their owner, Funkmaster Trout. We got to give it up to him. Ladies and gentlemen, put it in the chat, hashtag good work, Funk. Or hashtag clap. We are on lap 12 of 27, folks, of stage 2. It looks like we've got one truck pulling down. We've got some green flag pit stops happening. Oh, it looks like JP NASCAR missed the pits. He has to back up. Hopefully he'll get in all right. He does not get disconnected for driving backwards. He does get into the pits. Hashtag back it up. We follow along with radio heading out. Folks, I am going to let you crank it up. That's right, old Ricky here is going to take a break and refill his gin rummy and let you listen to the roaring sounds of a Thrill Nation Autosport truck. Turn those speakers up, folks. And we are back, folks. We follow along with the Lucifer's American the 17 truck. And folks, we just like to say, we know it's 2024, but the slogan remains, truck into 2025. That's right, next year, have a good year. Finish out this year strong and be happy as we almost have a pile up going into the pits. Old Ricky's trying to be sentimental with the fans. This is no time as we get back to the action. We follow along with Captain Cushy. He holds a nice lead over Bid, who is currently in 14th place. That means Cushy is in 13th. Look at Ricky, he knows numbers. Cushy holding a nice line over the 32 truck. And we follow along with Undulate Olive, who's battling along with the 3. We see the 3 following along closely behind the 87 of Undulate. Will he be able to make a move here going into the next turn? It looks like the answer is possibly coming off the turn. Undulate up into the wall, loses a little bit of speed, and the 3 is able to make a pass. That's NASCAR fan. We ride along now with Wild Ride. As it looks like the driver behind him was taking a bit of a wild ride there. Folks, we want to thank you all. We got one up in the wall there, bouncing off. Looks like people are going to avoid him. We got a couple going way down up there onto the apron. It looks like everybody was able to make it out okay. Vivid still up into the wall. He comes off almost clipping Vid, able to keep it off. I wonder if he's still on some very old tires or not. Looks like he's riding around with some damage, and that's no good. As we get back to the front of the field with Preds, and it looks like he is being chased by his teammate, the 22, as they look to put the O2 past them. Folks, we do hope you will tune in for Season 2 of Thrill Nation Autosports. Most of the drivers you see tonight will be either promoted up to a new division, possibly kept behind. That's what they're racing for tonight, even though Preds, who we ride along with now, has the championship in the bag. So that means next season, you might be watching your favorite driver in the Xfinity Series. You might be watching them in the Cup Series. Some of those series might have different names thanks to absolutely amazing new sponsors that we acquired. Folks, things are going to be amazing in Season 2. All of our divisions will pay out cash and money. All of our divisions will have top-tier drivers. All of our divisions will be streamed and commentated. We're moving to 3 nights a week, folks. We're bringing you thrilling action Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Ricky's blood pressure is through the roof. I need to sit down. It's too thrilling. Folks, if it's too thrilling, hashtag too thrilling in the chat. Whew. We might need more chat. We're gonna need a lot more chat. Ricky hasn't felt this worked up in Miami since at least 1997. And that was at a Tupac concert. Lap 22, possibly 23 of 27 of this second stage, folks. We ride along with our race leader of Perez in second place, closely behind his teammate Petey. And we follow along with Bumper. Now he was riding along in the front with Preds and earlier. Now we see him. I'm not quite sure exactly what position he's in, but it seems like he's fairly lost off of their pace, as all of the field has spread out here, folks. Green flag pit stops will do that on a track this large, so we will follow along with the Titus Nick group. This is BDC Crazy. He is also a 99XX racer, following behind his teammate and eventual truck champion after this race, Prince. MSU fan, I'll tell you what, next season, for the opener, I'll be here with a bottle of gin and a bottle of Ricky Rubberburn rum, and I'll be waiting for you with our glass and 2 ice cubes, my friend. We hope to see you there. Folks, again, we did our free t-shirt giveaway earlier tonight. If your name is Angela or your name is Star, you have won a free Thrill Nation Autosports logo t-shirt. So make sure you get in touch with us to claim your size and have it sent on out to you. Folks, we want to thank one of our sponsors, one of our favorite sponsors, as a matter of fact, folks, Roger's Thesaurus. That's right, folks. Need an adjective? Don't know what to say? Words on the tip of your tongue? Go grab a thesaurus from Roger's. It would be a great idea, indubitably. I got that word from my Roger's Thesaurus. Folks, we are nearing the end of Stage 2 here. As we continue to ride along with BDC, we will check in. It looks like we've got Foles Gold in the pits along with another truck. Now, I don't know that this would be a scheduled pit stop. These trucks could be disconnected from the race. This happens, folks. There's network issues. There's frame drops. There's lag. We have these things when it comes to e-racing. And it looks like Foles Gold and JP NASCAR. Oh, it looks like JP NASCAR is still in the race. Foles Gold, however, appears to be out. The stage is over, folks. We have completed 2 of 3 stages, and tonight's truck finale. First place, Petey with the first place, and second was Bump and Run. Third place was Wild Ride. Wow, we were following along with Prince there, thinking he was the leader, and he was way back in 11th place. He wasn't even close, folks. That's what happens out of the green flag pit stops. You get lost. You don't know who's who. So we're going to get up to OPD here. He's our leader. And he will lead the field to the green to start Stage 3. On the outside of him, Bump and Run. These two will be teammates next year. Let's see how they race each other now. They are still fighting for points. Currently OPD in second place. Bump and Run in third. It's incredibly tight. Will they settle the difference right here? Yes, they're going to be teammates next season. Yes, they've already had contact with each other. But that doesn't mean that tonight isn't still on the line. And it looks like we are possibly under caution. Yes, we are under caution. Looks like Vid got tangled up with somebody else. Folks, as it stands, Petey leads Bump and Run in the standings by 15 points. Now, playoff points haven't been calculated yet, but that means that there is a lot to race for here between the two of them. Again, they will be teammates next year, but so much to race for between them tonight. This could get interesting. We follow along with our leader, who is now OB still. Folks, we want to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors, Pat's Peacock Farm. That's right, we can't talk about them enough. We try to give them a shout out every week. If you're looking for a cock and you don't know where to find one, head on down to Pat's and he'll be sure to put one right into your hand that fits best. Take them home, make sure that they get spayed or neutered, because you can't have a bunch of cocks running around doing crazy things. Am I right? Best be talked about. We are 2 by 2 by 1 by 2 folks going into the turns. A lot of pressure on PD this stage. That is correct, Steph Nick. The slots be Slytherin, they say. That is a problem. We do hate these damn sloth. They are like the Slytherin of Thrill Nation Autosports. Folks, we are back under caution. Now this, folks, is a particularly long stage. 134 laps in this race. When the caution came out, we were on lap 63. We will be on about lap 68 when we come back from caution, which means we have a long way to go. We will see a lot of green flag pit stops. We are going to see a lot of different packs of cars battling against each other. We are going to see the leaders coming up on back markers, and it is going to be thrilling to the end. As we ride along with Preds, who's worked his way back up to third place here for the restart. And we are green. As they race into 1 and 2. 2 by 2 with a lot of cars. Oh, we got 3-4 wide in the back there. That could get ugly. Lap 72 of 134. As they travel down the backstretch into 3 and 4. We've got a pack of 4 in the front, a pack of 4 behind them, 5 now, 6 trying, and the rest starting to shake out towards the back. 1 up into the wall that looked like bit again. Looked like he got pushed up there. As we follow him into 1 and 2. Red's underneath, bump and run, trying to help his teammate OPD here, and now racing against his future teammate. Folks, 99XX did a lot of scouting. They have come into the truck division, and they have taken some of the top drivers. So now, while they are not teammates right now, they will be teammates next season, which really makes things interesting. And we are seeing it right now, as Preds tries to hold off bump and run to help out his current teammate, OP. Oh, we want to take this time to give another shout out to one of our sponsors. That's right, folks. We are going to kick it back to A&D Collision down in Hazlet, Michigan. That's right, folks. A&D Collision. They do all types of body work. They'll do body work on your commercial vehicles. They'll do body work on your private vehicles. They'll do body work on your body, but hey, that might cost extra. They won't do it in the front of the shop. Folks, head on down to A&D Collision in Hazlet, Michigan, if you're looking to get your car fixed. My producers have told me that we are not allowed to say that any of those services are offered due to a contractual agreement with A&D Collision. Folks, none of those things exist at A&D Collision. Wink, wink. We still have a pack of 4, 5, 6 cars up there in the lead pack, and it is Preds now looking like he might make a move on teammate OPD. That pushes PD to the top of the track, which gives Bump a shot. He follows right up behind Preds. He's got a huge run, but so doesn't PD. He's holding them both off. Folks, this is what we came for. Thrilling action in the last week of the season. let's get back to our middle pack here and see what's happening as we follow along with NASCAR fan. He rides along on the top of Got the Vid. Radio head up with them. The 32 of BDC underneath. And just slipping by Got the Vid as they storm into the next turn. Folks, we've had some pretty clean action here tonight. Only a few cautions, a few restarts other than our stage breaks. This is what we like to see. The truck division is considered a developmental division. You know, not everybody can be a 5-time pro stock champion like your old Ricky Rubberburn, folks. Not everybody can be a 7-time dirt late model champion like your old Ricky Rubberburn, folks. So some people have to start in the first division. For Thrill Nation Autosports, that is our truck division. But many of these drivers have proved their worth, proved their mettle, their merit. They will be promoted. So next season, we urge you to tune in and follow along with your favorite driver to see where they land and see what division they'll be racing in. Because I'm sure that most of them will be in a higher division, racing for a higher amount of money. That's right, folks. For some reason, Thrill Nation Autosports has found a way to pay out all this prize money at the end of the season, but they haven't found a way to pay Ricky in the last few weeks. Which I think is kind of funny, folks, because Ricky's missed a lot of suppers from old Jane to be here for you folks. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I think I'm due the $15 per race I was promised in my contract. Folks, what are you sipping on tonight? Is a big old glass of milk. We want to give a big old shout out to our favorite, biggest, and best sponsor, Milk. That's right, when old Ricky's got a tummy ache in the middle of the night and he doesn't have anything to bring his heartburn down, he shuffles on over to the refrigerator, pulls out the gallon of milk and drinks it straight from the sweet plastic teat, baby. That's right. If you guys didn't know, milk is a base, and it will help you with acid reflux in the middle of the night. That's right, folks. Not only do you get thrilling truck action as we follow along with Preds and his teammate Petey in first and second, you also get home remedies to help you soothe your body and soul. That's what old Ricky does. As Preds and Petey bump as well, all dive down into the pits for green flag pit stops. Now, we will follow along with them because things are going to get confusing as the green flag pit stops progress. So we are going to stay with our leaders here so that we will know who our leaders are when they leave the pits. Because again, we've got all this prize money, but old Ricky can't get a graphics package. And if he did, he'd probably have to make it himself. Old Ricky gets no respect in this place. Folks, old Ricky's refilling his glass. We've got a hashtag Gin Rummy. That's right. That's crazy because Ricky is refilling his glass right now with a little gin rummy, and he hopes that you're refilling yours too, folks. Let old Ricky know what you're drinking in the chat tonight for this Truck Series finale. Now we will move through the field. We will follow along with Waffle Wins. Waffle in the Gunma Toyo pet, which I'm pretty sure is not even 2 words. That feels like AI-generated language. Toyota is moving to 99XX next season. He follows along as the cars come out of pit lane and back onto the track. Green flag pit stops are going to be crucial right now during this long run. Because if you can't nail the pit stop, if you can't get down to the pit road speed and you get a penalty, you could be sacrificing your entire race. Looks like nobody's had too many issues tonight, and we should be okay. NASCAR fan coming out of the pits. Lucifer Merckx going into the pits. You know, we don't talk about Lucifer enough. I wanted to come on back to him, folks. He is a former service member and veteran of the United States of America. So we want to give a big shout out to Lucifer in the 17 truck as he heads down pit road. We're going to take a swig of our drinks for you, Luce. This is for you. Cheers, folks. Everybody put a cheers, Lucifers. Put a cheers, Merc, in the chat. And we move on and back to Angela and Olive. We'll follow along with him for a bit. It looks like he's trying to chase down a truck right in front of him. That looks like it could be Bump and Run, which would place Angelin in 4th place. So I think lap 89 of 134. Plenty of racing to go here, folks, and we want to thank you all for stopping by our Thrill Nation thrilling action here on your Thursday night. We cannot wait for next season, where we will be moving to 3 nights a week. That's right, folks. Right now, we've got Xfinity and trucks both on Tuesday nights, which means if you've got a favorite driver in both divisions, you've got to choose who you'll watch. Not next season. Next season, you can tune in Tuesday, you can tune in Wednesday, you can tune in Thursday, you can follow along with all your favorite drivers and never miss a second of any of the Thrill Nation action, and we hope to see you all there. We will also be streaming and commentating all divisions next year, which means our top division of the Cup Series will be live and streamed. Now, folks, old Ricky, he's going to be most likely staying right here with the truck team. He loves you guys. He started here. He believes that this is really a big moment in his career, you know. And old Ricky was just a young boy. He always dreamed of being an announcer for eSports Racing League. And little did I know someday that dream would come true. And whilst I've not really had much of a troubled life or much perseverance to get through, as a matter of fact, it's been a lot of my father's money and partying. I once spent 6 weeks at the Playboy Mansion, uninvited, before somebody found me. And Don, what was that? Get back to the show. We're still live. Okay, we're still live? I thought we were just us talking. Okay, sorry about that. Folks, we are getting back to the racing as we follow along with Angela and Olive and move on through the fields. JP NASCAR diving down the pit road, not as graciously again as he could have. He missed it last time, he missed it this time, but he is in the pits. And we get back to our leaders, who are Perez, and in second place, his teammate OPD, Bump and Run in third place, Angela and Olive in fourth. We are going to follow along now with Waffle Wins. He gets a little loose coming off of the corner. Could be time for him to come down to pit road for a green flag stop. It looks like he's going to stay out. Folks, we are going to crank it up again. That's right, folks. With 100% race tonight, with so much time together, we're not going to crank it up just once. We're going to crank it up again. That means you turn up your speakers, your television, your surround sound system, your phone, your iPad. your beeper, your pager, your BlackBerry, your sidekick, your envy. You turn up everything that's got sound and listen to these Thrill Nation Autosports trucks roar. And we are back, folks, as we follow along with NASCAR fan as he hunts down Wild Ride. We're going to follow along on board here and watch him as he tries to make his move. He will throw a little chrome horn there. You got to love it. That's what reason's all about. He'll try to work his way to the outside now. We've got cars heading down the pit road. That looks like our leaders, Perez and O'P. And now NASCAR fan and the 23 of Wild Ride into 1 and 2. NASCAR fan up on his bumper trying to make the outside lane work. Wild Ride's going to get a good run coming up to 2 as they charge down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. This is a good place for NASCAR to make a move. He really sticks it in there. It looks like the 23 is going to get a pretty decent run. The 3 is also getting a great run as they head down 1. The 23 is going to try and block the 3 up to the wall there, side by side. Into 1 and 2, the 3 inches ahead. The 23 has to check up as he gets a little bit loose, and the 3 is going to drive away and create some space. Great racing there by the 3 truck of NASCAR fan as we follow along with Lucifer's Merc now. An undercover bully. They get by the 38 truck of Mr. Vivid on the outside, problem free. And they take off for each other. This is Lucifer and Undercover battling it out. We've got Vid in the pits. And we have officially reached over the 100th lap mark of this 137 lap race, folks. I want to thank everybody who is still here watching with us. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. You could be anywhere in the world tonight, and you chose to be here with Ricky Rubberburn. And to be honest with you guys, I almost didn't really show up. I had another gig in a different town, but I thought, why not? I'm already here, and I love Miami. I've got a condo still here. You don't pass up condo breakfast. We've got a few trucks in the pits. Wild Ride. Cushy, Foles Gold, who unfortunately did disconnect from this race earlier tonight. Looks like Cushy coming out of the pits. And we ride along with Angela and Olive, who looks like Rocky Marciano in the 1960s. My goodness, that man looks like he has been punched up. But you know what? That's what hard racing does here. And when you drive a Ford, who really gives a shit? Wreck it. It's gonna break down anyways. We've got a car coming out of the pits in the grass. It looks like they'll be just fine as they enter back onto the backstretch. We move through the field. We've got one stuck Radiohead in the pit barrier. A lot of people having trouble with pit road today. We've seen JP have trouble with it twice, and now we just saw Radiohead have trouble with it. But we stay green, because like I said, if there's no bodies on the track, why throw the yellow? Following along with Vivid Picture as he storms down the track. And it looks like he is up into the wall again. We will switch to Pretz, who has the 33 of OPD breathing down his neck. And that will be Waffle right behind them. Now Waffle, 99XX teammate next year to Preds and OPD, but still racing for points against them this year as part of a different team. How hard will he race the two in front of him? We'll find out together, folks. And we ride along with the top four of Angel and Olive, Waffle wins, OPD and Preds. Oh, that's not Angel and Olive. That is actually the 51 truck of JP NASCAR, whose truck looks like it's, well, hit the pit road barrier a bunch of times, folks, to be honest with you. Moving along to Vivid Picture as he rushes down the back stretch of palm trees and into turn 3 and 4. Lap 108 of 134, folks. We are nearing the end of this race. We might still have green flag pit stops to go, which could shake things up. We could see a caution flag, which could shake things up. We will follow along with the leader for now, Preds 22, who is also likely, pretty much, he has the truck championship locked up tonight. So that means not only at the end of the race will we be talking to the race winner, we will be talking to Preds. So stay tuned for that, folks. We would love to have you there. And folks, we just want to thank all of our lovely fans for coming out. You guys make Thrill Nation Autosports what it is. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks like Vid is suffering from some aero damage. We follow along with Preds. We see Vid there in the background, the lime green truck. He's suffering from some aero damage from some sort of contact that happened earlier in this stage. Folks, now, races like this, when everybody gets a little bit spread out, a lot of people can say, this is boring, this isn't good racing. Folks, you're right. Those people would be absolutely correct. This type of racing kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, we are seeing some very good truck drivers get through this race. Not only Queenly. Oh, Ricky's spilling secrets again subconsciously. Not only cleanly, but quickly. And that is why these drivers are going to be promoted next season. Now, the way the rules stand, the winner of the truck championship automatically moves directly to the Cup Series. That would mean at the end of the race, Preds, when he becomes the official champion, will become officially a Cup driver for Thrill Nation Autosport. We will also be moving up other drivers based off of cleanliness of driving, skill, wins in the division. So make sure you tune in next season. In just a few weeks, we will be taking a couple weeks off so Overeaky can rest his liver and his voice box, and Thrill Nation drivers can take a week off to rest their bones, and we will be back with some amazing action, so do not miss out. Folks, we are currently on lap 117 of 134. We are nearing the end. We have more green flag pit stops as we see Vid dive down to the bottom of the track with JP. We watch our leaders, the 22 of Preds, the 33 of OPD. Bump and Run still following along. Folks, that's the 32 truck of BDC Brazen. What a job he's done tonight. Folks, poor Foles Gold disconnected before he could ever get started. If we could get a hashtag RIP Foles Gold in the chat, we'd really appreciate it. You hate to see it in the truck season finale, getting disconnected and not able to finish the race. So we would like to say, we're sorry for you, Mr. Nutman, and we look forward to seeing you next season. As we follow Captain Cushy out of pit road and back onto the track, we hope for a clean release. He follows the pit road lane. As we have a car coming up, it looks like they will pass him. Oh, as the two goes over the grass, up onto the track and in front of that truck. That was a very unsafe release. We will have to look at that as the 17 of Lucifer storms on by. But now Lucifer on the older tires is going to have the speed disadvantage most likely to Captain Cushy. Lucifer getting a little loose on the turn there, giving Captain Cushy a run. As they come back down into 3 and 4, it looks like Cushy's going to clear Lucifer. As Lucifer peels off the track and down pit lane. Radio heading the pits right behind Lucifer. Vivid picture. Staying on the track. Preds as he comes down the backstretch off of turn 2. With OPD right behind him. It looks like OPD doing enough to secure second place in the points for himself. We love to see it as we've got some trucks rolling off of pit road. We follow along with NASCAR as we see those trucks coming off of pit road where we see another unsafe release. It looks like we've got one in the dirt, but he is staying far enough down. Then another unsafe release, good to go. Following along with Lucifer, who looks like he found his way back by, and again loses the position there. That looks like two NASCAR fan in the 3. And it looks like he's going to get back under him and give him a little bit of a raise down the front stretch into 1 and 2. And the 3 sliding up the track. The 17 getting underneath him. Who will have the better run going down to the backstretch? It looks like it's going to be the 17 as he makes the pass almost work. The 3 trying to stay with him. They're close going into the turn. The 3 on the high side. The 17 down low. It looks like Lucifer's going to clear him and take that position over. As we move on through the field, we see Vid coming out of pit road. And we follow along with him. We'll see his release from pit road. It looks like he's going to just skip pit lane altogether. Maybe try it again and go around to the grass. Maybe get on the track. Who knows? Maybe he'll ride the catch fence, folks. This guy's a wild card. Following along with JP NASCAR, whose grill looks like Mike Tyson in the 90s. Following along with Radiohead, who looks like he does not have a sponsor this season, racing for himself. We love to see it. You know, anybody with enough money that can come out here and run a truck with no sponsor, you got to give kudos to him as he dives down the track. Looks like he got into the wall and a little bit loose. We follow along with Vivid Picture. We are seeing a lot of banged up trucks, folks. For a race that didn't have many cautions, the grills are absolutely jacked up like an Alabama Southern family reunion. That was mean, folks, but old Ricky's been to a few of those family reunions, and let me tell you, the dental costs would be astronomical. We follow along with Perez 22 as he has a lap car in front of him, leading this race with his teammate OP behind him. In the 1 and 2, we have just 10 laps to go, folks. It has been a long race. It has been a short season, but it feels like it's been long, folks, because we've all got to hang out. We've all got to connect. You have listened to old Ricky here reminisce. You have listened to him call thrilling racing action. You have listened to him flirt with Patty Pitch. Jane, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Yes, we were flirting. And you've stuck through it all, and we appreciate you. We can't wait for next season. And you know what? Old Ricky's not going to get emotional. Old Ricky said he wasn't going to cry tonight because this is not going to be the end. This is the start of something amazing. This was Thrill Nation Season 1. We're getting into Thrill Nation Season 2 in just a few weeks, and we can't wait. More cars in pit road, doing a late strategy, probably just throwing on a couple times. Oh, looks like we've got one sideways ready for the leaders. He will get out of the way in time. I don't know exactly who that was. Driving very slowly. Looked like it may have been Angelin Olive. As we work, oh, could have been JP NASCAR as well. Looks like he's trying to find his way back down on the pit road. He has had a lot of trouble getting onto pit road today. We follow along with him for a third attempt. It looks like he is stopping. He is going. He is aiming. He is into pit road. Attaboy, JP. As we get back through the pack, we follow along with Preds and OPD both going into the pits. This absolutely will be their last stop as we have less than 10 laps to go. They pulled a long strategy as we see the 51 pulling in there just a little bit behind them, and now they are back out onto the track. Will we see two teammates in first and second who have dominated this race together scrap it out for a win, knowing that Preds is 100% the Truck Series champion? Could we see OPD run on him for a win? We'll find out, folks, because it looks like Preds has put a little bit of a lead on PD already. Actually, quite the lead. I'm wondering if PD maybe took two more tires than Preds, which would make him quite faster in the turns, which could make things very interesting. We will follow along with the leaders until the end of the race. Following along with Preds to see, folks, are we under caution? It appears we are under caution. This could change everything, folks. This is what we came to see. Vid out of control spins. He collects another car on the front stretch. We are under caution with less than 5 laps remaining after the caution. Folks, this is crazy. We're going to switch to Preds. He will be leading the field going into this restart. Old Ricky is on his feet. Old Ricky splashing his gin rummy around, and he is excited. This is what we look forward to every weekend, folks. Thrilling action. We've got the 3-car of NASCAR fan in first. On the outside is Preds in second. This is going to be a battle to the very end, as we are back under green. The 3 of NASCAR fan pulling away from Preds, who's led most of this race tonight. What does he have for NASCAR fan? 5 laps remain. Here comes Preds. Folks, it seems we're having a technical difficulty. Or he doesn't know what's happening here. We're on lap 132 of 136, folks. Ricky still has a feed going. He will not let you down. Lap 133 of 136. We have fallen out of the race, but Ricky's still following along. He will keep you posted. It looks like Perez is in second place. OPD in third, trying to beat him out. We apologize for the technical difficulties, folks. A caution has occurred. The leader crossed the line. The race is over. I will get you your results immediately. It looks like Wild Ride finished in first place. NASCAR Fan in second. Preds and PD in third and fourth after dominating most of the race. Angela and Olive in fifth. Bump and Run in sixth. Lucifer in seventh. Undercover in eighth. BDC Crazy in ninth. And Waffle wins in 10th. Coming after that, nope, we will replay your top 10. That's going to be Wild Ride in first. NASCAR Fan in second. Third is Preds. Fourth is OPD. And that will conclude this race. Folks, we apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning of the race. We apologize for the technical difficulties at the end of the race. But we do want to thank you for being here. We want to thank all of our sponsors, folks. That's right. Milk, the Orlando Magic, Pat's Peacock Farm, A&D Collision, everybody who's made this come together. We want to thank absolutely everybody who comes into the stream each and every weekend with Ricky and listens to his beautiful voice call these races. Because without you, we would be nothing. Folks, this is the end of our season. The truck season ends tonight. The Xfinity season ends tonight. And on Thursday night, the Cup Series will conclude as well. So make sure you tune in right here on Thrill Nation Autosports Twitch channel for that race. We have a very tight race with Hip in first place, second place, and third place, quite close between Grab Disciple and Funkmaster Trout. And here, I've heard rumors, I've heard grumblings through the grapevine that Hip possibly cannot make the race, which would open up the championship incredibly at the finale in Auto Club. So, folks, we do want to thank you. We raise our glass of milk to each and every single one of you. We thank you for tuning in. We remind you that if your name is Angela or Don, you have won a free TNA logo t-shirt tonight. And we will be back in just a few weeks with more thrilling Thrill Nation Auto Sports action. Folks, enjoy the rest of your night. Don't get into too much trouble. Don't do anything Ricky wouldn't do. And keep those rubbers burning.